Hey, what's up guys, Riv here. So today we're going to go over multiple stories involving censorship of anime style games, beginning with an update to a video I uploaded to my alt channel about a week ago. If you want the full details of that video, I'll put a link to it in the description, and also while you're there, consider subbing to the alt channel. I've been uploading pretty regularly on that channel, so if you want some extra content, there you go. But to sum up this story very quickly, there's a game called Snowbreak Containment Zone, and recently they have focused more on fan service with their game, and in response to that, the English voice actors for that game decided to make a stand and basically quit over this new focus on fan service, and basically they walked away and nobody cared. Like, it was honestly the most based result out of this whole thing. I mean, they want to cry about fan service? Okay, bye. And basically, players were completely unbothered by this. But here's the thing. There was also a focus by the creators of this game, and they really looked at the situation. Not only the voice actors walking away, but also they thought to themselves, and they recognized this publicly, that, well, a lot of people are playing the subbed version of this game anyway, so maybe we don't even need the English dub in the first place, which is, again, a very funny result. But here is the update to that situation, an actual good development here, and how these things should be handled. So it appears that the team over at Snowbreak, they opened up a specialized channel for localization feedback, and they're asking for fan translators to contact a team member if they want to help in translation. They are renewing their focus on giving better localizations and translations and allowing their community to contribute more. This is a very good response to the situation, and something a lot of other games should be doing as well with their communities. Now we're going to focus now onto Blue Archive. Now, a lot of you guys enjoy Blue Archive, and I'm sure you understand the very simple aspect of this game and what you're doing. You're playing as this beautiful bastard here, and you're collecting your harem of students. I mean, it's really just that simple. However, this game has also had a very aggressive attitude towards tourists who are trying to censor and also infiltrate this community in ways that will harm the product and the general feel that the real community wants to have. They're very aggressive against tourists, and that's a great thing. However, there's been a chip in the armor recently. Some people have been noticing some changes to the localization of Blue Archive. People have discovered multiple lines of dialogue that seem like they are being censored for the purposes of the English localization. Let's see some of the comparisons here. So here's one line from the English localization saying, "Come and sit, sensei, there is work to be done." Where the original translation from the Korean dialogue says, "Welcome, sensei. Now come sit next to me. It's time to begin working." No? But this is the main one that's really interesting. So here's the English localization. It says, "I'd be irritated if you left my life with no warning. I request you stay close by my side where I can't lose sight of you. That is all." Where the original translation says this, "Please don't disappear something without a word. Please always be right where my eyes can see you, where I can always feel your warmth. That's all I desire." Now, I know there's people out there who will say, what's the big deal? It's not really that big of a change. Well, first of all, anytime someone says it's not that big of a deal, then why'd you change it in the first place? Okay? But also, in this case, I believe this is a pretty significant dialogue change, especially in the sort of emotion behind it. Like, there's a big difference between someone saying, "I don't want to lose sight of you," versus "I want to feel your warmth at all times." I think one is a lot more intimate than the other. And of course, you're dealing with a student and the teacher here. And obviously, with the normal sensibilities of English localizations, you can guess that people are somehow outraged by this. But also keep in mind, as everyone on Twitter, the people complaining about this and celebrating, or the people celebrating censorship like this on Twitter, they ignore the fact this game is rated and tailored towards an adult audience. And also with all these other games, like, again, this game is tailored towards this stuff. So why would it surprise you at all that there'd be dialogue like this between sensei and one of the students? Like, it's ridiculous to think this is outlandish. If you're going to censor this aspect, then pretty much you'd have to censor the entire game and most of the dialogue, because that's pretty on par with everything else. But moving on, some people would identify some of these tourists celebrating and excusing these acts of censorship with the localization of Blue Archive. Discovering this in the official Blue Archive Discord server. Here's some conversations from a user saying, "Stop treating the game like a harem teacher fetish game, please." And then they say, "The moment you show me a real life conversation where saying I want to stay close enough to you to feel your body heat is an English speaking country in a student teacher context is not awkward, I'll say your criticism of the localization is valid. Sensei isn't a total sim for everyone or every student, therefore I hate Sensei," end quote. Again, not a teacher-student harem fetish game. I don't know what game they're playing. I think anyone taking even an initial glance at this game knows what it's all about. Saying this game is not like a harem teacher fetish game or something like that is crazy. It's like saying Nekopara is not a harem game. Like, of course it is. Like, you're not there just mentoring the cat girls. You are literally including them in a growing harem throughout the volumes. Like, it's very obvious what it is, and that's what Blue Archive is as well. And also this idea that if something is not a normal conversation in real life, all of a sudden it must be fixed to look like a normal conversation in real life. That's a pretty ridiculous standard to have to live up to. But anyways, let's move on to a different game, okay? Now we're going to look at Azur Lane. Now, I've been talking about Azur Lane and some other gacha games like Nikke recently because of a big push on fan service recently. Now, these games always had a lot of fan service. We know this, but recently I feel like Azur Lane, Nikke, and other games are really pushing it to the next level. It's like a fan service arms race where they're trying to outdo each other. However, it appears that the official Azur Lane account here might have gone a little too close to the sun, okay? They're having some issues. Now, to clarify before I read this tweet, translated of course, this is not my censorship, this is their censorship of their own tweet. And they say this: "Currently, we've received a request from the X management policy team to restrict the content of posts with images from the official X of Azur Lane. Therefore, the following tweets may be deleted in the near future. Please rest assured that the in-game productions and illustrations will not be restricted." So it sounds like they're going to have to self-censor themselves with their promotional tweets for their game because the team over at Twitter is basically threatening them with some sort of a punishment. I don't know what that punishment might be, but they are going after games like Azur Lane, which is a load of crap. I don't know why they're doing that. And you can see, even after the fact, in the coming days, they have continued to follow along with this self-censorship to basically keep their account going on Twitter, releasing another post with censorship right here, and of course, even outright stating the mysterious light in the introduction image is a policy response and is not part of this Cheshire Magic event here. So, yeah, it seems pretty obvious that for some reason, Twitter is now cracking down on this stuff. And that's obviously really annoying and something that shouldn't be happening. I mean, look at the kind of things that are on Twitter. Also, they have a huge bot problem, especially with bots spamming literal poontang in your replies. So you can tweet anything right now, and you might have 2 to 3 different bot accounts spamming literal porn in your replies, telling you to click on this link, go here, whatever. It's all really ridiculous, and I don't know why Twitter is not fighting this harder. Maybe it's inflating their traffic and it makes them look good as a result. That's probably one of the reasons, but overall, it's super annoying and it's exposing people to a lot of stuff that they don't want to see. And yet, accounts like Azur Lane, where people are clearly okay with more lewd content, are having to witness censorship because Twitter, for some reason, is cracking down on them. It's very hypocritical if you think about it. Now, that's going to do it for the news portion of this video. Now, I want to take some time to talk about what's going on my Twitch channel. That's right, I do stream on Twitch. It always shocks people, even though it's right above my head. But I have some good news to share. I'm on my Partner Plus Level 2 push right now, meaning I need 300 sub points on my channel for 3 months in a row, and I am happy to report that the month of May has been a success. We made it for the first month. Now we got to replicate that for the next 2 months. As you can see, we're starting up June. And to, incentivize, definitely not bribe, incentivize you guys to tier 3 sub and to get sub points, the 300. It comes from paid subscriptions, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 3 being worth 6 points. So to encourage you guys to do that, I've been giving some limited edition merch. 35 slots per month. Of course, May is complete. We sold out all the slots for May, which is awesome. Thank you guys. Now, the next month is, of course, June with these peaker stickers. And of course, if you want to get that, make sure you tier 3 ASAP. Don't lose your slot. And of course, if you do tier 3, make sure you fill out this Google form here. You can get it from this QR code if you scan it here. And make sure you fill that out. I'll also put it in the description or the pinned comment of this video as well. But yeah, don't miss out. The peaker stickers, very cool. Put them on your car, put them on your fridge. I don't care, wherever you put them. It's going to let people know that you're very based, okay? That is important. So don't miss out on your June slot. Go ahead and tier 3 for the month of June. Or go ahead and do the next 2 months if you want to secure your slot for July as well. So don't miss out on that, guys. But yeah, for now, that is going to do it for this video and this little recap of the Partner Plus push here. I believe, guys, we can do it. 2 more months to go. But as always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.